Welcome to Tifa Letters, the holiday edition by the Filipino American Woman Project. I'm your host, Jen Amos. Just like last season, I will read fictionalized letters, my creative interpretation of real conversations with you. These conversations have been woven with heart, reflection, and truth to honor your stories while protecting your privacy. It all begins with one line. If I could say one thing, because sometimes one thing is all we need to take up a little more space. Let's get started. If I could say one thing, it's this. Blood doesn't define family. Every year, with the holidays approaching, I find myself being asked the most common question. Abby, are you going home for the holidays? What they're really asking is, are you going to see your family for the holidays? AKA your blood family? And this year, I have finally decided to say very firmly, no, I'm not. Of course, that doesn't mean that I'm excused from follow-up questions. You're not? When was the last time you saw your family? Don't you miss them? That doesn't sound very Filipino to me. Believe it or not, no, I'm not going home. I haven't seen them in a while, and no, I don't miss them. I know. Let me take a moment to comfort you because I know this is very foreign and hard for you to hear. I understand that our community can't imagine the holidays being anything other than an annual homecoming with blood family and relatives. But Abby, don't you feel a little guilty saying this? You have to understand that my choice is the greatest holiday gift I have ever given myself. And I know you don't believe me. And maybe there's a part of you that aches and pains from me because how can I be a complete Filipino without them? Believe me, you are in more pain than I am. But Abby, don't you feel like you owe it to your family? Well, that's the thing. I've paid my debt. I am debt-free, and I have been living a debt-free life ever since. You need to understand that I went through a lot growing up. In hindsight, a lot of therapy and much prayer, I can say this now. I can name my feelings now. I grew up with complex trauma, mental abuse, emotional abuse, physical abuse, and financial abuse from the people that are my supposed family. Supposed family? But Abby, they are family. I know now that I spent years and years of putting them first, only to come up empty. But Abby, they're family. In every attempt to seek their love, I lost more and more of myself. But girl, they're family. Yes, they were, past tense, family. They were the family that raised me. And for many, many years, I tolerated and even justified their actions because, like you say, they're family. Many, many times, I had forgiven them. Many, many moments, I swept issues under the rug and sweeping more and more of myself under as well. Until one day, I prayed to God. I prayed more deeply than I ever had in my life. And He reminded me to not make idols out of anything or anyone. Exodus 20, verses 3 and 5 state, "You shall not have no other gods before me. You shall not bow down to them or worship them, for I, the Lord your God, am a jealous God." With that one prayer, I realized I had put my family before God. I bowed down to my family's expectations of me. I worship them in hopes that they will love me the only way God can. I realized that I was making an idol out of this idealistic picture of what family should be, could be. And like Abram, God spoke to me in Genesis 12, verses 1 and 2. The Lord said to Abram, "Go from your country, your people, and your father's household to the land I will show you. I will make you into a great nation, and I will bless you. I will make your name great, and you will be a blessing." At my wit's end, I answered the call. And believe me, it wasn't easy. Like Moses leading the free Israelites from Egypt and into the wilderness for 40 years, my faith was really put to the test. Like the Israelites in Exodus 16, I complained. I wanted to go back. At times, the devil I knew was more enticing than embracing the discomfort of trusting God and His promised land of milk and honey. At times I thought, maybe my family wasn't so bad. Maybe things will change. With enough distance, maybe things will get better. I can change. I can be better for them. It's my fault, really. But in my figurative 40 years in the wilderness, with only my blind faith and God's manna, I discovered that His provision was the detox I needed to see that He alone was able to nourish me mentally, emotionally, physically, and financially. He showed me that I was seeking nourishment from the wrong idols. Like turning to junk food, my taste palette changed. The expectations of my family, the Filipino community, and my friends on what it means to be Filipino no longer tasted the same. It was no longer a taste that I craved. I can't explain it any other way. The satisfying taste of 40 years worth of manna was greater than the identity I was hungry to search for with quote unquote my people. So when people can't wrap their heads around why I'm not going home for the holidays, I remind myself it's really more about them. It's their idolized idea of what family should look like being projected onto me. And if this is uncomfortable to hear, that I'm not seeking my identity, my purpose, or sense of home within my family anymore, then that's your problem, not mine. I'm sorry to disappoint you, but I promise you that I'm okay. I'm more than okay because I know my God, and I know that my blood family does too. They are the reason why my faith is so strong, and I know that they are in God's hands. Job 42, verses 10 and 12. After Job had prayed for his friends, the Lord restored his fortunes and gave him twice as much as he had before. The Lord blessed the latter part of Job's life more than the former part. Look, I know that my family today may not look like your typical blood family at this time of the year. And thank God for that. So, if I could say one more thing, it's this. No, I'm not going home for the holidays because I'm already home. Love, Abby. Exodus 3, verse 8. If you could reflect on one thing, it's this. Are you going home for the holidays? Or are you already home? Want to respond? You can reply today at tfaletters.com. That's TFAW as in the Filipino American woman, letters as in plural.com. tfaletters.com. Or better yet, write your own letter. Submissions are now open. You can include your name or stay completely anonymous. So, if you could say one thing, what would it be? Subscribe for free today at tfaletters.com and follow the steps in the welcome email to submit your letter. I hope to read yours in the upcoming fall season. P.S. If I could say one more thing, it's this. If this letter spoke to you, you're invited to come as you are at our online family potluck event. Think of it as a professional networking event, but with Filipino family potluck vibes. This event is free to all of our listeners, thanks to our readers at tfaletters.com. And first-time attendees will receive a special gift. Reserve your seat now and get all the details of our event at tfaletters.com. Again, that's TFAW as in the Filipino American woman, letters as in plural.com, tfaletters.com. See you there. Otherwise, we'll see you in the next episode. Bye for now.